What's up and welcome to another episode of the Mist Edition. Today is all about Conan Exiles and their siege machine, the Trebuchet. Join me and four of the clans to see who can cause the most amount of damage with it. Alright, at the sound of the explosion you can operate your Trebuchets. This is going to be a complete voiced over recording, as I did not have the foresight to do this ahead of time. That, and if I had done so, this video would be twice as long. I have sped up the video for your convenience by ×2. From left to right we have B, solo player, the North King, who's also operating his Trebuchet solo, the Immortals, who is a two-man team, and the Beast of Burden, also a two-man team. The object of this is to destroy the building as much as possible. They have a finite amount of ammunition, 2 chests worth to be exact. So let's watch as they destroy these little fobs here that were built for them. These are T2 fobs, mind you, and they're using standard boulders. The damage on the trebuchets have been amped up to ×3. On our server, Nefarious Exiles18+, siege machines are the way to go if you're going to be raiding. This event was to help get them familiar with the trebuchets, and it looks like they're off to a really good start. The North King is making pretty consecutive hits on his fob. B has finally got his aiming down. The North King is the first one to make damage to the fob. Good job. Beasts of Burden are still kind of getting in there. They took a little time to get their aim down. Immortals are just hammering away. But Beast of Burden's second for damage destruction. There's some more pieces down by the Beast of Burden. Man, that's 3 boulders in a row they destroyed something. Feel free to ignore the chickmunk in the background. That is actually the audio from the actual event. You're more than welcome to listen into it if you really want to, but maybe hard to understand. Alright, looks like B has managed to break into the fob. Still going strong. The Immortals are still overshooting their building. They're going to have to make some adjustments to that. So we have 3 on the board for building damage. The Immortals are still falling behind with their with the calibration of their trebuchet. Looks like a scorpion was bothering them. The North King was kind enough to go over and help him out and take it out. And back to the trebuchet. Finally, the Immortals look like they've dialed in their trebuchet. Let's see how much damage they can start causing. They're a little late to the party. There we go. They're getting some good solid hits in now. They're just hammering it out. So the challenge here is the left 2 are having to repair their trebuchets and operate them. Beast of Burden, even though they're a 2-man team, forgot to repair their trebuchets. So we went ahead and we gave them a new trebuchet to place back up. It's going to cost them a good amount of time though to get it set back up and calibrated, so let's hope that they can get back into the competition. Looks like the North King is putting his shot in the same spot, not really doing a whole lot of damage. Looks like he's still getting a good amount of splash damage, but no main impact. B's off to a good start. He's managed to take out a good left half of the fob. In case anyone doesn't know, FOB is an acronym, military acronym used for Forward Base of Operations. Well, Forward Operating Base, really. Beast of Burden is aiming at the wrong building. They're helping out the Immortals. Good job, Beast of Burden. Way to be team players there. But you're firing at the wrong building! They've realized their error there. They're readjusting their trebuchet for the proper building. There we go. Now they're cooking with fire. Another roof piece knocked off by the North King. B looks to be a little stagnant in his operation of the trebuchet. I think he fell asleep or something. Couple more pieces by Beast of Burden knocked off the fob. Good job. They're going to town on that side. B is back in the game, now operating his trebuchet again. The North King has readjusted the calibration of their trebuchet. They're now hitting a new spot on their target fob. Causing them some more main damage. The Immortal's still just chugging away. Alright, things are coming down to the nitty-gritty here. Got nothing but foundation standing on 3 of these. B still has a good amount of his base still standing. He's starting to knock it away though. Looks like he was taking some extra time to dial it in. While this competition was not time-based, so B did have the advantage in that regard. He took the time to align his shots and make sure he was calibrated properly. In actual siege warfare, time is of the essence. You want to get in as quickly as possible. So you want to slap that down, load it up, and start chucking boulders. The more time you take between hucking boulders from the first to the last is more time that the defenders come out and ruin your day. Getting dark now. Looks like the North King has pulled out his torch to help light his way into victory. There we go. Looks like they're all aiming for the individual stacks of foundations now. There's one destroyed by the Immortals, and one destroyed by Beast of Burden. The North King has overshot one of his stacks. He's reloading and recalibrating. There we go. There's a good solid hit on top of that stack. Beast of Burden is down to a singular piece of foundation standing. At least that's what it looks like from here. They got a good solid hit on that. Oh, it looks like they overshot. B is slowly catching up. He is whittling that fob down pretty quickly now. He's down to 2 stacks of foundations plus whatever's on the ground. Now mind you, they do have to hit the ones on the ground too to get the most amount of blocks destroyed, which is the main objective here. There's a good solid hit by the Immortals on their stack. Another. Sounds like the trebuchets are going to break long before you guys run out of ammo, so keep running them dead. Overshot by Beast of Burden. They're all looking pretty neck and neck. Oh, there goes a stack by the Immortals. Now they're down to the ground foundations they're trying to take out. Hard to tell, but I think Beast of Burden took out theirs too. Wasn't paying attention. Nope, it looks like it's still there. They each have one. Oh, never mind. Correction, Immortals just took out their last standing piece. Now they got to go for the pieces on the ground. Looks like the North King is down to all ground pieces now as well. B still has 1, possibly 2 foundations above ground that he's trying to get at. Now mind you, they can keep firing until they run out of ammunition that they were given. They're not permitted to craft any more additional ammunition. They were given 1,000 stone for counterweight. They were given 2 chests of boulders and 1 trebuchet.
Alright, we have the North King is out of ammunition. He's going to check his damages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 remaining.
Alright, looks like the North King is now out of ammunition. He's going to check the amount of damage he's done. Oh, correction. He had 3 more shots.
Apparently Morningstar's using 3 boulders as counterweight, so I gave him 3 boulders per shot.
B just struck that last piece of foundation that's sticking above the ground. There we go, and that's crumbled.
Alright, so Beast of Burden is out of shot, is that what I hear? Okay. Immortals, are you out of shot? Alright, B, how much shot you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
Alright, so we're coming to check the blocks to see who has done the most amount of damage. We have the Immortals with 4 blocks. We have 6 blocks with Beast of Burden. Beast of Burden's in 2nd place. We have looks like 6 blocks with the North King. B still has shots left, so he's going to keep chugging away. Oh.
Oh shit, Morningstar, I think they took 1st place.
Alright. So it is in. The Immortals are down to 3 pieces. The North King is down to 5 pieces. And Beast of Burden are down to 6 pieces. So if B can get any more than 6 pieces, which looks like he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, so he's already surpassed. That puts Beast of Burden in 4th place. Enough for the attendance prize. Now if B can just get ahead by a few more blocks, he still has a little bit more shot left. He's measuring it up, trying to figure out. Trying to figure out where to put those boulders. He's been pretty surgical with them thus far. Alright, so 50 coins goes to the attendees who came to the event. Since there were only 4 and we have 1st, 2nd, 3rd place prizes, the 4th place prize is just 50 coins, so we gave 50 coins to Beast of Burden. Coins are the bronze coins on our server. We utilize bronze coins for currency. And the final result looks like we have B in 1st place, the Immortals in 2nd place, the North King in 3rd place, and Beast of Burden in 4th. The rewards respectively are 200, 150, 150 coins paid out.